Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Reni. Thank you so much for taking your time out of your busy day to watch this video. If you're new here, welcome. On my channel, I do fashion, finance, lifestyle, career, and much more. So if you are interested in that type of content, keep watching. Today's video is going to be about finance, and I just wanted to say Happy New Year to everyone. Thank you so much for returning to this channel and supporting me and getting me to 4,000 followers. 4,000 subscribers this year. I really from the bottom of my heart, I do appreciate it. So today's video is going to be about finance, and we're going to talk about a savings challenge or a savings plan that you can use for the new year. So I posted on my Instagram on January 2nd about a savings plan that I developed. It's a very simple concept. It's not something that is new under the sun, but it really blew up on my Instagram and people really enjoyed it. So I wanted to share it with everyone on YouTube in case you don't follow me on Instagram. And if you don't follow me on Instagram, what are you doing? Follow me. My handle is @xoreni as well. So my purpose behind creating the savings challenge or the savings plan was really to encourage people and challenge them to save or invest money this year. For example, some people have a goal of saving $10,000, but the number seems so large and they don't know how to accomplish it. So the savings challenge breaks it down into easy to understand increments and shows you that if you make bi-weekly payments of $385, you will get to $10,000 by December. And a lot of people, I don't know, it seems like $10,000 is so much money, but when you really break it down, people are like, oh, I spend $300 a month on Uber Eats. I spend $300 a month on these subscriptions that I barely use. And they realize that they can really funnel money into their savings or investing rather than other miscellaneous things. So that's what the savings challenge was. I have done it in increments of $5,000, $10,000, $20,000, and also a $1,000 one for smaller goals. I also have one in Naira to save 500,000 Naira, 1 million Naira, or 1.5 million Naira this year. And I also have it in pounds. It's pretty much the same as dollars, but 5,000 pounds, 10,000 pounds, and 20,000 pounds. So I hope these help. I will attach them on the side as I'm speaking just so you can see exactly what they look like. But it's really easy. But I did get a few questions, so I thought I would answer them in this video just to clarify if you have any questions about using the savings plan. Also, let me know if you like my new branding and my new colors, my new intro. I worked with a graphic designer to create my new create my new logo and my concept sheets for the savings plan. So let me know if you like them and if you like my new brand colors. Also, let me know how much you're going to be saving this year and what your goal is. Some people, the testimonies that I've seen, I posted these last year, but they weren't my own. So I made my own this year. People have said that because they saw me post those savings plans last year, they were able to save $20,000 this year. Or they were able to save $10,000 or $5,000. And that makes me so happy. So I want to know what you're going to save this year. And then hopefully in December, we'll do a follow-up and you can tell me how much you actually saved compared to your goal. So the first question that I got is, do I have to save this money or can I invest the money? Personally, I would say it's a very personal question and you need to know what your financial situation is before I could answer this. Also, caveat, and this is a caveat for all of my videos. I am not a financial advisor. I'm just someone who's enthusiastic about teaching you about personal finance. So before you do anything, consult your financial advisor because this is not financial advice. Okay, back to the video. So the first question, as I said, was about investing versus saving. I have a video about the difference between investing and saving, which you can view up here. And you really have to see which one you need. If you don't have an emergency fund, you may want to save towards an emergency fund before you start investing, or you can do them simultaneously. It's all up to you. You can do, for example, I want to save $5,000 this year and do the $5,000 plan for saving, and then you can say, but I want to invest $10,000 and then do the $10,000 plan for investing. So it's really that simple. Just do what works for you, really. The next question is, what account do I recommend you putting this money in? So I personally recommend putting this money in a high interest savings account, and I'll also have a video about that up here. But yeah, I would recommend a high interest savings account if you're planning to solely save the money. If you're planning on investing the money and you're in Canada, I would put it in a tax-free savings account. Also have a video up here which you can watch, which explains the benefits of a TFSA. Maximize your TFSA, and then once you're done that, you can go into your RRSP or whatever other account. If you're outside of Canada, I have a video all about some non-Canadian YouTubers that you can watch in Nigeria, UK, and the US. So if that is you, if you're in one of those countries, watch that. It'll be up here. Another person asked me, why should I invest bi-weekly instead of weekly? The reason, you can really do what you want, it doesn't matter. But in Canada, most people get paid on a bi-weekly basis or twice a month. So this plan is broken up to align with when you get paid. Because asking someone to take money out when they're not getting money in, it's I don't know, it doesn't always work. So I find that for me, doing a bi-weekly savings plan always is better, because every time I get paid, I automatically take that money out and put it into my investing or savings account. That's the only reason. If you get paid monthly, you just add weeks 2 and 4, invest that. Weeks 4 and 6 and 8, and invest that or save that. So yeah, just do what works for you really. And if my plans do not work for you, you can always Google them. Just Google $10,000 weekly savings plan, and then you'll find one that works for you. Another person asked, what is a good way to actually stay accountable to these goals? So I would say, if you want to stay accountable, I have 2 suggestions. The first thing would be to automate your transfers or your deposits. If the plan says that every 2 weeks you need to transfer $193 from your checking account to your saving or investing account, then make that automatic. Call your bank and tell them, hey, I want to, every time that I get paid on this date and this date, for the rest of the year, I want you to take out $193 from my paycheck and put it into whatever account that you want to put it into. The reason that I do this is because, first of all, the money is gone from your checking account before you even realize, so you have no chance to spend it. And also, as humans, like, we can get lazy and then we can say, oh, this month I'm not going to move it over. This month I'm not going to move it over. But if it's something that is fixed and constant, then like, you're more likely to stay on top of your goals. The second thing I would say is find an accountability partner. I'm thinking of doing an accountability group, but honestly I'm not too sure right now because it will be a lot of work and I'm not sure I can handle that at the moment. But an accountability group would simply be finding 1 or 2 other people who will do the plans with you, and then you make sure you keep each other accountable. Same thing with working out. You find someone who will work out with you. Same thing, like with any goals, it's good to have someone who is doing it with you, because you definitely go further when you're working with other people. Another question was that I don't make a specific amount monthly. How can I be able to do this and I'm paid monthly? So what I interpreted from this question was, first, she's paid monthly. So if you're paid monthly, then all you have to do is, I said, add the 2 weeks in each month and combine that amount and then invest that amount at the end of the month. Simple. If you are, and then she also said that she's not paid a consistent amount every single month. So if that is the case and you're not paid a consistent amount every month, all you have to do is, maybe you're an entrepreneur, for example, and your income fluctuates over the months. I would choose a savings plan that works best for you based on the average of the last year of your income. So if on average, every month for the last year you've made $1,000, choose a savings plan that works based on that $1,000. Don't just choose something that isn't realistic based on your income. Choose something that is the average of all that you've saved over the past, however, 12 months. Another person asked, why are we doing some weeks that are so high and some weeks that are so low? Why don't we just, for example, why don't we just do $193 throughout the entire year, rather than switching up from like $100, then $200 this week, then $150 this week, that, you know what I mean? I'll insert a photo here as well. The reason that we do that is because we want it to be a challenge. So if you are someone who needs this challenge to really motivate you, going back and checking that every week and seeing how much you need to invest every week will really help you, because you have to physically transfer the money each week by like looking, okay, this week it's $109, this week it's $250, this week it's $300, whatever it is. But I know that not everyone is like this, so I also have the consistent deposits option where you will use the same amount every single week. So There are 2 options for you. You don't have to go with the varying deposit option if you do not want to. Another reason, it's just because of your billing cycle. So if your billing cycle is at the beginning of the month and that's when all your bills are paid, then you may have less money in the beginning of the month. So instead of investing, instead of transferring the savings at the beginning of the month, you'll transfer it at the end of the month when you get paid and there are no bills left to pay. I hope that makes sense. But yeah, do what works for you. Like, there's no right or wrong way to do this. Someone asked, is a regular savings account sufficient, or do I need to open a different account? You can open whichever account you want. I recommend the high interest savings account. One thing I will say about this is that if you can open a separate account for this goal, so if your goal is to save $20,000 for your down payment and like this is your goal for the year, I would literally open another bank account for that $20,000 and put the money in there. You don't have to, obviously, but this is a good way to separate all your savings instead of having like savings, like having 5 savings for 5 goals in one, if that makes sense. Someone said, what if you don't have any savings but you plan to start this year? Can you save and invest at the same time? And is there any advice on how to do so? So yes, as I said earlier, you can definitely save and invest at the same time. And it all depends on your tolerance level and what you are willing to put into each account. I cannot answer this question for you, but again, the example, if you want to save $5,000 and then you want to invest $10,000 this year, do both plans and put it in. I do recommend funding your emergency account before you start, but that's a choice that is up to you. Last question I got was, for the bi-weekly plans, the first pay is your bi-weekly amount, not the amount times 2, correct? And yes, this is correct. So say I get paid on January 8th and I get paid on January 22nd. On January 8th, I would put the amount for week 2, and then on January 22nd, I would put the amount for week 4. You do not have to double any of the amounts. The amounts are set for you. So yeah, I hope this helps, guys. If you have any more questions, leave them in the comment box below. Remember to tell me which savings plan you're doing. Make sure to share this video with a friend, and all the links for the savings plans and where you can access them will be in my bio. So my description box. Guys, I'm tired. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. Remember to leave any suggestions that you have for future videos in the comment section below. Thank you once again. Bye.